Hi guys, it's Dave from What's Brewing UK, and today we're going to be doing another brew. And today we're going to be doing something that's super simple in all the forums, called a turbo cider. Now, I'm not a big lover of cider, I must admit, but it's that cheap to make that I thought we'd give it a go anyway and see what happens. It's going to give out about an ABV of about 6%, and it's all done and dusted. 2 weeks. We'll pop it in a couple of bottles, well, a few bottles, and add a bit of sugar for carbonation, and that's really it. Really simple. And it's like I say, it's on all the forums. Everybody seems to be making it, and it's probably because it's so easy. So I'll show you what we need to do. So there we go. So we've got our sterilised demijohn with our airlock and bowl. All these are being sterilised, by the way. Now the next thing we need is 4.5 litres of apple juice. The cheapest apple juice you can get. You can try one more expensive ones, or you know, if the local shop's got some sort of deal on where you can get a bit cheaper, you know, a decent brand. But to be fair, it doesn't really matter. Apple juice is apple juice. That's what I say. So we're gonna basically add the 4 cartons to the demijohn. Half of this carton is going to be put into a pan, put on the heat, and I'm going to add 150 grams of sugar, and that'll make, like I say, an ABV of about 6%. There's nothing to stop you from putting more sugar in and making a bit more of a stronger cider, but or less if you want to make a cider that's, you know, around about the 4% mark. But I thought 150 it'll do the business. So time to crack on. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put the apple 500 millilitres, or half a litre of this stuff, into a pan, and we'll mix it with the sugar. So let's go. Right, so we've got I've measured off 500 millilitres of the apple juice. Add that in the pan, like so. I'll put the pan on some heat. I'll just put you down a minute so you can see. So I've got clean plastic spoon, and what we're going to do, we're going to add the 150 grams of white sugar to the apple juice until it's all mixed in. So here we go. Give it a good stir. Now you don't want to get this to boil, it's just basically so the sugar is all mixed in. Just like so. Doesn't take long because it doesn't take long for the apple juice to heat up. Once it's heated up, the sugar just sort of disappears. Like so. Right, so that's all gone. So what we'll do, we'll take it off the heat, we'll pour it in a plastic jug again, and then come back when it's all cooled down, because we can't put hot liquid into the demijohn in case we crack it or do some damage. So right, we'll take this off the heat, pour it into the jug, turn the gas off, there you go, and we'll leave that to cool down. Back in a bit. Okay, we've got the apple juice nice and cool, and mixed in with the 150 grams of sugar, so that's all fine and dandy. Got our demijohn, which we'll move the camera back a little bit, see if we can get a better angle. And what we're going to do, we're going to add the apple juice with the sugar in. There we go. I'm going to open our cartons of apple juice, like so. So we're going to add 4 of these all together, so all together with this demijohn is going to be 4.5 litres of apple juice. That's 1 carton. Carton number 2. Carton number 3. Like so. Just like that. And lastly, carton number 4. Right, so next thing to do, we're going to add some yeast. Right, so you can basically, for the yeast, you can use a cider yeast, but I'm going to give it a whirl with what I've got at hand, which is some standard yeast. We're going to put a teaspoon in. Like so. There we are. And all that's left to do now is give it a good shake. So, clean hand. There we go. And we're going to leave that to ferment for about 2 weeks. Put in some bottles and put some sugar in with them, and hopefully we'll have some fizzy turbo cider. All that's left now is to pop in the airlock. There we go. And we'll come back in 24 hours, see what's happening, see if it's fermenting. So that's the turbo cider as instructed on most of the forums. There is different versions of this. You can use more sugar to get it stronger, less sugar to make it weaker. This is going to make 150 grams of sugar is going to make about 6%. And there's nothing to stop you from putting things in the demijohn and, you know, adding grape juices or strawberries, or, you know, to make your own little variation. But for now, we'll start off with a basic one and see what happens. Turbo cider. Word up. Day 2 of the turbo cider, and today we've got a blowout. So it just shows you fermentation was very vigorous. So we'll need to clean that out. Still bubbling away, we'll have to clean it out and put new clean bubbly pipe in. And so it's all going well, too well. So happy days. Turbo cider, getting ready for the taste test.